welcome, Maxine. Can we just do a quick test or check? Who here has heard of the brand Absolute Collagen? Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Who here subscribes and is an absoluter? Do we have any We have some absoluters in the room. Look at that. So Maxine has an incredible story of starting the brand Absolute Collagen from her kitchen table at the age of 50, boiling up bone broth. She's going to tell us more about it. And then with no big brand backing, no experience, no business experience, just a passion, taking that brand from basically zero through to tens of millions in revenue. It's now the UK's biggest, fastest growing, most successful collagen brand, which is why so many of you have heard about it. And in 5 years, their goal is to reach 100 million in revenue and become, is it the world's, the first biggest global collagen brand?
The most consumer-focused collagen brand.
The most consumer-focused collagen brand. Brilliant. So Maxine and I actually met, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. Yep. So tell us a bit about your story with Absolute Collagen and where it all started and how it all began.
Gosh, I don't want to look at my daughter. She's going to raise her eyebrows because she's going to think, oh, she's going to tell that story again. So very, very quickly, I mean, if you followed Absolute Collagen, you know my story. But and a very short story, long story short, I did a fine art degree at 50. And just 49, actually. One of my first projects was to strip myself bare of makeup and let my hair go grey. And I wanted to see, as a fine arts student, how people would react to me, a woman of a certain age, would I disappear in their vision? What it actually made me realise how desperately insecure I was about what I looked like. And it just shocked me to the core. And so I set about looking at myself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And one of the first physical things I did was I started making and drinking my own bone broth. And I just had the most amazing sense of well-being. And sort of whenever I left the bone broth to go cold, a jelly would form on top. And I knew the jelly wasn't fat, and I didn't know what it was. So this is kind of a year and a half, really, of research. And then I sort of started reaching out to scientists and to lots of sort of informal people, universities, and sort of saying, what is this? Soon worked out it was the collagen, and that's how Absolute Collagen was born, really.
And then how did you start making it? You became known as the collagen dealer.
Yes, so my friends were sort of going, what are you doing at the moment? Because I know you've had your hair cut short and you've gone grey and you've got a tattoo and nose piercing and what the hell is going on? But actually, you're kind of glowing. And I thought, yeah, do you know, I think I am. Even the whites of my eyes were really shiny and my skin just felt really dewy. And that's when I sort of thought, right, you know, they were asking me to make it for them. Now, my daughter will back me up on this. I cook, but it's not my favourite thing. I don't like being in the kitchen too much. So when you're cooking up large vats, and the best form of collagen at that time I could get in my kitchen was pig's trotters and chicken feet. And I was cooking up large vats, much to my children's disgrace. They were like looking up their iPhones occasionally going, what? Okay, what's she doing now? And it became really hard work. And my friends were sort of banging down my door for my booty. And I felt like a drug dealer. I was terrified if I didn't have any, they'd go mad. And I just thought, oh, this is such hard work. How can I make this simpler? And so I looked and I just thought, right, you know, at that point I'd worked out the marine collagen had a far superior bioavailability. So that meant the way your body broke it down was far superior. I knew I wanted hydrolyzed marine collagen. I worked out how much my body needed. I wanted the maximum dose. I wanted it in a sachet, ready mixed, easy to take, and be cost effective. And that's what I created for me and my friends. And that's really how it started.
Brilliant. And when we met, do you want to tell the story about how we met?
So,
see if we have the same recollection of this story.
We so do. It's fab to be here, actually, Tash.
I know,
it really is. It's quite
here.
Emotional. And we've been on a real journey together, actually, which is so lovely. So I'm really good at knowing what I'm not good at, and I'm not good at lots and lots of things, and that's okay, right? That's fine. I just make sure there's people around me to support things I'm not good at. So when I sort of switched my website on, I knew I was not going to be the digital marketeer, and probably never will be. That's fine. So I knew I needed somebody good. So again, I sort of went onto the website and found a couple of people that I thought, there's 3 actually in total. I thought, oh, they look really good. I think I could work with them. I need to find out more about them. And one of them was Tash. So I went along to this talk that Tash was doing in London. And Tash refers to me as the woman with the yellow box, and I love that. And I listened to her doing this talk about digital marketing, and I thought, I want her in my armour. I need to have that woman. And that, I think it's all about people, you know. I could see she was a woman of integrity. I could see she knew her stuff. And I knew I had to have somebody I trusted. And that's the thing about handing over. And I do hand over. You know, the guy from King of Shave said, you know, about putting great people in. And I am one of those people that hand over. But you need to be able to hand over with confidence. If you're going to hand the reins over, you need to have done your research on that person. And you need to know that person can handle it so that you can give them respect and let them get on with it. And I went up to Tash after, and I sort of put my hand up. Any questions? I think it's about 300, 400 people in the room.
Yeah, it was quite a big event.
And I said, yeah, you taking on any more clients? She said, no. And I was like, oh, damn. Anyway, so I kind of stalked her a little bit, and yeah, we ended up working together. But you believed in me. You could see what I could see. And, you know, I was this 50-year-old crazy woman cooking up stuff in my kitchen, having no business experience whatsoever. Collagen wasn't even around as a supplement. There were skin supplements, but none of them were collagen. And everybody was giving me a really wide berth, which that was fine. I was just getting on with it. But you were the first person, along with Caroline Neville from CW and the photographer from CW, who actually took note of me and said, do you know what? I reckon you've got something here. And that was. So
I do remember Maxine's story. She did stand in front of me waving a yellow box. That is true. And I thought, gosh, there's a woman waving a yellow box. But we started talking, and I thought, well, she looks really cool. And you were telling me some things about yourself. And I said, oh, and she's got some cool things to say. And this yellow box, which now is a much copied letterbox delivery system. At the time, it was really innovative and quite disruptive. So I sort of thought, okay, she looks cool. This yellow box its colours and the way this product's packaged and the fact it's going to fit through the letterbox isn't something that you see all the time. And beauty's really, really competitive. And if you just go out with the same stuff, it's like whatever. And she's got lots of interesting things to say. So I can imagine telling some good stories about this brand and seeing if, you know, I can imagine us being able to attract people to it for those reasons.
Yeah.
So,
and that was interesting because I don't know, I think you just find out things. I knew the branding was key, and when you said about the yellow box, I was told time and time again I shouldn't be using yellow in marketing. I wanted yellow. I was going to use yellow. You know, don't stick to the rules. Do what's right for you, and I think that's been really important.
Yeah. So we worked with Maxine from when she was doing £1,000 a month through to well over £1 million a month, doing various aspects of her digital marketing from all of it to then going, you built your in-house team and us doing, you know, gradually more and more elements went in-house as your business grew. But I was looking for some things to share today of that journey. I found a couple of creatives because one of the interesting things about Maxine and Absolute Collagen at the time is they actually didn't really have that many assets. You hadn't done a shoot. You know, it comes back to what we were talking about in terms of working with brands and the Inky List. They hadn't done a shoot, or they'd done one shoot, but you weren't asset rich. You didn't have lots of testimonials. Now Absolute Collagen's famous for so many testimonials. You didn't have a whole bank of photography. So we were thinking, how do we tell the story of this? So I've got a couple of old creatives to show, which came from not having that many assets, but went on to be the top performing creatives for the brand. Both of these ads delivering sort of up to 100 grand a month in revenue. And it's just an element of storytelling and laying over more about the brand than just products. So I'll play this one first. See if you remember it, Maxine.
I do.
Oh, wait. I've got to go back. Right. This will be the moment the video doesn't work.
Emotional.
That probably wouldn't get past brand control nowadays in the size the brand is.
But you were the person that told me I had a story. And Tash said, but your story's amazing. I went, what story? because I had no idea. I was just little old me doing my thing. And yeah, it was a story.
It was a great story. And this is another one and actually this creative ran for, well, that was 2000, it ran for well over a year.
Yeah.
Again, one of the top revenue drivers for the brand. But if you actually look at this, I mean, it's just that for the points that Hannah and the team were making earlier about storytelling, this is not professionally filmed, this was filmed on an iPhone. We grabbed the iPhone at a millisecond before as we realised Maxine was about to win this award.
And the winner is absolutely...
I am so blown away, and thank you to all our absoluters. Thank you to the team.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm bowled over really. 2017 May, I launched Absolute Collagen, a product I created in my kitchen, and today we promise us all that it's just the ultimate reward.
Dealing directly with our customers, we hear them, they hear us, we have a relationship with them, and we look after our subscribers. Wow. Massive journey, hey?
I love the emotional music while we're talking about that. How profound.